Hey, everybody. Welcome to Kame House Party. I'm Vince.
I'm Aaron.
And this is the podcast where we attempt to watch every episode and iteration of Dragon Ball and then talk about it on a weekly basis. We are deep into the Android saga here in Dragon Ball Z land, and we've got another great episode to talk about. But first, we got to do a little Kame housekeeping because we got to get our house in order before we have company over. So let's get it started with the first piece of Kame housekeeping, which is the world famous UN sanctioned 1 minute roundup broken glass sound.
Do we keep going?
No, we don't.
Okay.
That's end scene.
Scene. Unprecedented. I'm sorry.
Unprecedented.
Vince, whenever you said broken glass sound, as any teen of the 90s knows, it's Stone Cold. By God, it's Stone Cold entering the ring. And I just kept, I'm like, am I going to be fucking Stone Cold in this? And I just laughed at the idea. And that's why we didn't do any kind of scene.
Real quick, can you just say for us in your best Stone Cold, can you do the beer run? Can you do the beer where he says, I drank a beer, and then I drank another beer.
I drank a beer.
Yeah.
And then I drank another beer. That's a horrible Stone. Or then I'll tell you, there's, I'm trying to find, it's like, I'll tell you what, Vince McMahon.
I am Vince. You got
I'm
the right
Texas rattlesnake. And that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold said so. Dun 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 dun. If you're a wrestler, if you didn't put glass breaking, I bet there's some fools that were like, should I put glass breaking on my entrance music? No, that's silly. No one will like that. And then years later, they see Stone Cold. They're like, motherfucker.
And here I am doing backyard wrestling for this kid's birthday party.
I'm sure that was
a noble job.
Mm-hmm.
That was such a 2000s. Oh, the 2000s, the early aughts, backyard wrestling, Kimbo Slice. Ooh.
Keep going. One more reference?
Times. No, they're all bad people. They don't deserve the airtime. But what does deserve the airtime, Aaron, is where we get to the 1 minute roundup proper, where this time one of us, I believe you are on the hook for it this time, has 1 minute, 60 seconds to summarize everything that has happened in Dragon Ball up until this point. That's all of Dragon Ball, all of Dragon Ball Z. And we do this as a service to you, the listener or the viewer, if you're watching on YouTube, so you don't have to go back and watch every single episode of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, or listen to every single episode of the podcast to get caught up to where we are now. Though there are some freaks out there who start from the beginning and are already caught up. You could be one of those people, but not Aaron. He's got a different job to do. So, Aaron, I have one question for you. Are you ready to round up?
Dun, 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 dun. Yes. And I'm gonna. I can't do that for 60 seconds, but I will round up regular style in 3, 2, 1. Dragon Ball is about 7 magic crystal balls. You collect them all. You get any wish you want. And it stars Goku, a little boy. He does a bunch of karate. He makes a bunch of friends. He beats a demon. He beats a little goblin. He beats an army. He trains and becomes friends with a bunch of other martial artists. He stops a demon king. He stops a demon king's son. He wins the biggest martial arts tournaments. Finds love. Has a kid. He finds out he's from space. He kills his brother like 2 hours after that. He goes to the afterlife to get stronger at martial arts. He comes back, defeats more people from his home planet. But a bunch of his buddies die, so they have to go into space to get more Dragon Balls because that's where they're from. And on Namek, that planet they went to, there's a Frieza Force. There's Frieza. There's the Ginyu Force. He kicked all their asses. and then came back to Earth. But it's like, oh shit, there's going to be androids that kill all of you. And they were warned by a boy in the future. And now the androids are attacking, but maybe they're not the only ones. Ooh.
Hey, you did it.
Thank you.
Did it. And listener, if you want to do what Aaron did, you're more than welcome to send in your 1 minute roundup via MP3, MP4 to kamehousepartypod@gmail.com, and we will play them on air. It's a lot of fun, so feel free to join the roundup party, y'all. Yeehaw! Into our next segment, where I tell you, the listener, that Aaron and I watch two different versions of the same episode. I watch the dub while Aaron watches the Japanese language subtitled version. Because comparing and contrasting is fun, damn it, and I don't have to defend it to you. There. Now we can move on to the first difference, which is usually the title. So here it comes. The English title for this week's episode. Episode 132 of Dragon Ball Z. Follow Dr. Gero.
Dr. Gero's in mine.
Okay, check.
We'll see what else they sneak in there.
All right.
Maybe some synonyms for follow.
Ooh, I can't wait. I love a synonym.
Well, no need to wait any longer. I said that right. I use a correct term. Here we go. My title for episode 132 of Dragon Ball Z from the original Japanese, roughly translated, is Give Chase! The search for Dr. Gero's mysterious laboratory.
Ooh, getting a well-worded title from you. Give Chase. Mysterious laboratory, all those things I think we're gonna actually cover in this episode.
There's
reference
towards
to
it. I don't know if there's a search.
Kind of, but there is a chase. I don't even know if it's technically a chase, but we'll talk about it. To start, Bulma, Yajirobe arrive on the scene. I really want to know how this scene plays out.
I'll let you know.
Because here comes something very disturbing from Yajirobe. Because he doesn't want to go down there, and so he says this to Bulma: If you go down there, I'll throw your baby out the window
and the bathwater.
Yeah, it's all out. You're gonna have to get a new baby and a new bath and a new water.
Can you afford 3 things?
I don't think so. Single mom.
Who works too hard.
A single mom who works 2 jobs to support her husband, Super Vegeta.
Yeah, dude, same thing. He's like, turn around or I'm going to drop this baby out the window.
Yeah, Yajirobe. We give Yamcha a bunch of shit, but we let this slide from Yajirobe.
Yajirobe has been a coward forever.
That's true.
Here's the difference. Yajirobe, a coward in these comical situations, but when it's clutch, when the people need him, there he is. Yamcha just talks a big game, never delivers.
In this episode, he's sidelined in the craziest way still. But I want to get through this.
It's the best scene, honestly.
It's the best scene of the episode. We can't talk about it yet. But Bulma's quick retort is like, oh, you want to throw the baby out? I guess, who wouldn't like hearing you talk about his son like that is probably Vegeta. And Yajirobe's like, oh, my butt cheeks just got real tight.
Bulma's a little harsher in mine because it's not that, oh, I'm threatening you with Vegeta. She's just like, I don't care. The baby would be fine. I mean, the dad is Vegeta. So that's why he'll live.
Man, they really are a match made in heaven, those two, Bulma and Vegeta.
They're both like, we don't give a fuck. Throw
Eh,
that baby out.
look at his big head. He looks dumb. Uh, I do love his little scratch cap that he probably got from his grandpa.
Oh,
It's like little
that's
cat
right.
ears. That's definitely supposed to be an honor of Scratch, and it's very cute.
Oh, I thought you meant how like they give babies mittens because if their fingernails
yeah,
are too
'cause they're-
long, so they don't scratch themselves.
Isn't that wild?
That a
Huh.
sharp nail, much like a puppy, and their sharp ass teeth. Babies and
Yeah.
their sharp ass nails.
You got to put. Oh, don't do this to your cat or your dog. Don't do this to any pet. Don't put like nail caps on your pet. I saw that going around on the internet for a little while. Like false nails, but for your cat, and they're
Mhm.
different color. It's like
That seems
cruel.
complicated on top of being cruel. Because like it's still, I mean, it's the same thing of like you're gonna declaw your cat. It's like it needs it to live.
Yeah. What do
What
they
if
say?
they-
It's like cutting off the first knuckle of your finger.
Yeah.
Ugh. Makes me shudder to think of it.
If you can put caps on your cat's nails, if you get little digit gloves that you
Yup.
have to wear and they're hard plastic.
Yup. Like those hard plastic, like those weird rubber shoes that you
Mhm.
could stick all your toes in. But yeah, they're hard PVC, rough
Yeah.
PVC.
Unsanded.
Straight from the factory.
Look, you neuter your pets. It's tit for tat, baby.
Yeah. Quite literally.
Mhm. And you got to let them do the operation.
Oh, you didn't see that coming. That's right. We kitty pawed your ass.
This is a horrible would you rather.
Mm-hmm.
This exchange, like you said, Yajirobe, clenched cheeks. In mine, he's like, "You're telling me that this I mean, handsome young man is Vegeta Sama's son? Oh, interesting, great. Little kisses for the prince.
Oh, he's so well behaved and strong.
Oh, I love his royal pee."
Yeah, lest we not forget that Yajirobe got peed on not 2 episodes ago.
3 men and a baby he got.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I guess any movie start with a baby that someone has to unexpectedly take care of.
Oh yeah. I think there was a baby in that Ryan Reynolds, Jason Bateman body switch pee movie.
I'm sure someone got peed on.
I'm sure Jason Bateman as Ryan Reynolds got peed on or something like that. Yeah. Funny how that works. These
What, the
strange
movie or
men.
the pee?
The movie hinges around pee. Like they pee in a fountain, and that's how they do the Freaky Friday thing. And so they're always trying to like pee together throughout the movie. Strange.
They have to learn they can't just pee out their problems.
Aaron, that's words to live by. That's the God honest truth. Can't piss away your problems, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Just like poor Android 20 can't catch a break. Not only does Bulma spot him and say like, "Oh, I think is that Dr. Gero?" Well, actually, he kind of does catch a break here. What am I saying? Because he takes the opportunity of Bulma and Yajirobe arriving to make his escape. He first yells, "Ah, you fools! I will unleash androids 17 and 18 to destroy you all!"
Mhm.
And then creates a massive explosion, runs off. Just as Trunks is already there. They're like, "Hey, so those weren't the androids." Blah blah blah. Trunks ends up saving Bulma and Baby Trunks, so he saves himself from the plane crashing.
Saying save thyself.
Saying save that. Oh, that's a good one. That's like a T-shirt. It's like
Bad
big
t-shirt.
Trunks, big Baby Trunks on the little pocket, and the big Trunks like somewhere else on the shirt,
Mhm.
catching him. Oh, that's a good shirt. And then this exchange happens where Trunks is like, Vegeta, why didn't you save them? And Vegeta goes, what? Oh, them? I have more important things to worry about than that foolish woman and her blasted child.
Pretty good. Very Vegeta-like. Mine went a little, it was the same, but a little something like this. How insignificant. I have no interest in any of that.
No interest in any of that.
What? Poopy diapers? A loving family? Gross.
Why would I want to warm up a bottle?
Why would I want to hold something in my arms that looks up at me with wonder and the purest love?
He does have the royal eyebrows and forehead, but that doesn't mean I have to care about him or his foolish mother who decided to have my royal baby. That's ho problems, not yo problems.
Earth is just one of the many area codes where my various hoes live.
Oh, that would be quite funny if Toriyama like somehow rewrote Dragon Ball to have Vegeta have so many kids.
Just 20. It's you get close to spoilers for Invincible. You get close to Invincible. The next season, maybe you'll see that plot line develop.
Oh snap. Oh snap. I'm really excited for the next season of Invincible. That's such a good show. Such a good show.
It's Dragon Ball-esque.
It truly is.
Omni-Man's just Vegeta, baby.
Omni-Man is Vegeta. Superman a bitch. That's right. Clark Kent, I know who you are.
We're calling you out. Your articles suck.
I want to see you in the ring Friday night at Super Slam if you're not a coward. Or maybe I'm your kryptonite. Me, Bonesaw.
Bonesaw, I do have to ask you. Last question. Are you ready?
Bonesaw is ready.
All right. Perfect. Well, back to you, Vince.
Thanks for the throw, Aaron.
Vegeta, cold as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not as cold as you think. I thought we were gonna get a little I didn't think we were gonna get an internal monologue of like, who you saved them, why bother?
Right.
Like just something like that. But he's Vegeta, baby.
And I mean, I'm not totally taking his side here, as in like maybe he should be looking out for his family, but if they don't stop these androids, they're all gonna die. So, tit for tat. Bulma survived worse.
Also, by the way, Dragon Balls, heard of them much?
Yeah, no Dragon Ball strategy has been brought up at any point in the saga at this point.
It was thrown out and then tossed back pretty quickly. Let's wish that the androids don't get invented. And Goku Vegeta like, wait a minute. Let's not be hasty here.
Right. And Vegeta lets us know exactly what he means by that in this episode too. I'm trying to think of what else we cover before the break here.
It's kind of it of just like Bulma confirm. There's a lot of talking in this episode with different characters realizing the same thing just at different times.
Yep. And
it's basically Bulma's like, oh yeah, that's Dr. Gero. I remember him from some book. Gero, he's alive though. No one saved him, but he is alive. I just need to point that out.
Yep.
And then I think that's it. And Dr. Gero is just, I can't fly away. They'll find me. I gotta run. I gotta run through these tunnels to get to my super secret lab.
And before we hit the break, Aaron, you know what all that running made me think of?
What's that?
You know, the ninjas hidden in the Leaf Village. That's how they travel. They can't fly.
They can jump real high. Wait,
they jump real far, they jump real high, and they run like Dr. Gero with his arms behind him.
No ninja, no one in Naruto can fly.
There, okay, you wanted to know.
Not a single person.
So there are certain ninja, Aaron, that have powers of magnet jutsu, and they can levitate. They adjust the polarity of their body to be negative to the earth, so they float. That's how they do it.
You're telling me whoever made Naruto, God, I assume.
Yeah. On the seventh day.
That's how he rested.
He said, and the will as I rest, I'm just gonna scrawl this epic tome about a Datebayo boy.
You're telling me they were like, what if Magneto was a ninja?
Basically, and that particular ninja can create a particle cannon that disintegrates objects caught within it.
I mean, that's just railgun tech. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, some can fly through the power of like levitating sand or through riding on the backs of their puppets. Don't ask me how, but that's how it works.
What's the have you ever seen like the dumb drawing? Speaking of magnets, have you ever seen like the weird doodle that's like, why won't this work? And it's a car with a magnet attached to the front grille. And then on a pole on top of the car is another magnet, and they're both attracting each other. It's like, why won't that make the car go?
You know, I can't answer that question because I'm not smart like Dr. Gero or Bulma. But what I can tell you, Aaron, is we got to go to commercial.
Welcome, one and all, to Riley Hopkins and their amazing friends, the actual play podcast that steals. What does that mean? That means that we take stories from corporations and come back and tell our own fanfic-inspired actual plays with them. We do things like a Star Wars podcast that takes place 300 years after The Last Jedi. What if any Zoids media was good? We tell stories in those spaces that are better than the ones that the corporations tell us, because we're not fucking cowards. Please, come join us at Riley Hopkins and their amazing friends to hear a plethora of wonderful stories every once in a while on the Moonshot Podcast Network. Riley Hopkins and their amazing friends. Hosted by me, Riley Hopkins.
Vegeta, I think once we get back from commercial, Vegeta's doing what he does best. Yelling and blaming other people.
Yes.
Everything you've told us is wrong. They're the wrong androids. The wrong time. Goku, Kakarot, he's sick now?
Yeah. I don't know why I like the way that Vegeta says this line to Trunks, to future Trunks, I should say. But I'll read it as best I can. You told us a pack of lies. Curse you, boy.
Why would you like that, Vince? Because of a certain video game?
Maybe Vegeta is my Kratos. Oh, I want that mod. Mod Vegeta as Kratos.
Because I've seen Homer and Bart.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen Vegeta and Trunks.
Because I've seen somebody rig up a Goku skin on Kratos fighting Boulder and like crushing his head with that huge rock. But I have not seen him do.
Was he?
Goku is Kratos.
No, he's not.
He's not, but
he's Balder in that situation.
True.
Loves to fight.
Just wants to feel something.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Kratos. I heard you're pretty tough. Why don't you try hitting me? I haven't felt anything since I killed Frieza.
It all went downhill after that.
No one ever tells you, once you reach godly status, how much it sucks.
Even training with other gods kind of blows.
Oh, the infinite whatever, and punching, it's cool, but, you know.
I like that our Gokus are slowly turning into just like pimply teen.
Yeah. But no girl ever notices.
That's really it. I wanted Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi's never said, oh my God, Vince, is that it? When has Chi-Chi said, good job saving the universe?
Oh, she's never said it.
I'm proud of you, Goku.
Why would she be? Why would she be?
That's true. He's never learned how to drive or done a job.
He's never done. I don't think he's ever done one thing Chi-Chi has asked him to do.
Has he done a single dish?
No, absolutely not.
A solitary spoon.
He tried to blast it with ki. It's clean.
Look,
Chi-Chi, it's so clean.
Is that it? Did we just marriage counsel Chi-Chi and Goku? Where it's Goku might stop trying to fight the biggest, strongest people in the universe if Chi-Chi would just recognize some of his accomplishments, and Goku, maybe Chi-Chi wouldn't, feel like she has to mother you all the time and be the bad guy if you, did your fair share of the housekeeping and caretaking.
Exactly. I think we've hit the nail on the head.
That's it. This is a great session.
It's a great session. Great work today, everybody. Thanks, Vince and Aaron. I'm going to go back and try some of these techniques on my wife.
Oh no, why are you turning blonde?
We didn't tell you this had to be in the Super Saiyan form, Goku. Come back.
You can't Kaioken the laundry.
You watch me.
He instant transmissioned.
Yeah.
To another planet to train. Okay, he's learned nothing.
Okay. He instant transmission to planet laundry.
He didn't understand anything we said. But that's it. If you're Chi-Chi and Goku out there, just do that. We fixed it.
So where are we? So Piccolo chimes in at this point and is like, hey, like, describe the androids that we should have seen, since these aren't the androids that we were looking for. Trunks goes on to say, these androids, they're nothing like these clumsy things you've seen. They're sleek, graceful, and ruthless. Piccolo then asks, like, do they suck up energy? He goes, no, they have no need. They have an unlimited power source. And that really gets Vegeta's goat. It's like, how is that possible? They must run out of energy sometime.
Bulma taught me about perpetual motion. Doesn't exist.
Capsule Corp couldn't crack it. So what makes you think that old fool Gero could?
Cold fusion, patooey. There's so in mine, it's Piccolo is like, hey, what do they look like? Just so we can know what to look for. And Trunks just gives a pretty straight, like, physical description. So he describes 17 as like, he's a young man with long black hair and he wears a scarf. And then the description of 18 is, quote, 18 is a pretty female type, dressed in clothes similar to mine.
Dressed in clothes similar to his?
You don't understand. Her drip, it's unlimited.
Guys, It's horrible. The future's terrible. They've stolen my drip. All my skis is gone. This jacket cost me $600.
They know they know so many people. They never have to wait in line for drops. Then they're flipping them a minute later.
I got mine off StockX. They got theirs straight from the source.
Their uncle works at Nike.
They have a cousin who works at Kith.
But just Trunks is like 18 is a pretty female type.
Yeah, pretty girl. That's it.
And then this made me laugh so much because we automatically cut to Krillin, who's like a female type.
Yes. Oh, Toriyama. He's letting us know.
Just foreshadowing.
Krillin's paying attention. That foreshadowing. Oh, man.
It just reminded me of like when you're young and most of your associates are young men. And then say you're a group, you're a gaggle of young men.
Yep.
And you're in a situation, some sort of social activity where there's like a girl. And right away, you and all your boys, instant crush, right?
Oh my God. That's one of those universal feelings of every male friend group. It's unspoken, but everyone knows. It's depicted in movies by everybody like elbowing, all the guys like in a line elbowing each other. Like
a fist bite.
Mm-hmm.
Pull down of the shades.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe your eye, if it's a cartoon, your eye's going, Tom and his friends.
Yeah. Or one of my favorites is as they walk into the party, you've got your drink and
good Foley.
I've been working on it. You know, that kind of thing. So Krillin's giving that face all over the place.
He's just like just the mere mention of like a woman, considering he only knows 2.
I forgot. Krillin
3. Okay, 3.
He knows 3 women.
He knows 3 women.
Yeah. I mean, let's say 3 women that still exist in canon.
He never met. Goku knows. He knows shit. Hold on. Name. Oh, you're such a fan of Dragon Ball? Name 7 women.
That is a good Dragon Ball test. But the 3 women that Krillin knows, Bulma, Chi-Chi, and Maron.
I mean, we have Launch as a 4th.
Launch would be the 4th, but Launch is not. She hasn't been mentioned in hundreds of episodes at this point, Aaron.
She doesn't exist.
I don't think she exists. This is probably the point in the saga where Toriyama's like, "Oh, fuck, I forgot about Launch. Oh, it's too late now. I can't go back."
She's around. Okay, the end.
Yeah, she's lost.
When Pan's born, Krillin's like, all right, number 5. I know 5 women. Put it up on the board.
Krillin's got a peg, well, not a pegboard, a cork board. Hey, you. Hey, you. Watch it.
That wasn't me. That was the audience, clearly.
Okay. Audience? No. He's got a cork board. It just says like women at the top. He just puts a picture up of Pan, puts a pin in it.
Honey, come to bed. Stop working on your woman board. Also, how are you working so much on your woman board? Doesn't seem possible.
Oh my gosh. So Yamcha and Chi-Chi are just watching Goku grip his chest and writhe in pain. Yamcha's like, oh no, are we too late? I don't want it to end like this. And Chi-Chi just, oh, Goku, ah! Like they're just both just, like the whole, they're white knuckling it with Goku, who's internally just fighting it. And Yamcha's like, fight it, Goku, you gotta fight it. The heart disease, you idiot. This is the one thing he can't fight.
You can't punch an artery. Well, you can, but like
It's
to
not gonna help.
unclog it.
Yeah, that's how you unclog an artery.
But with enough, is there a ninjutsu where you can control the cells of your body individually?
Aaron, the truth is yes.
What?
There's a form of, it's like kind of a forbidden jutsu.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's not senjutsu, but there are ninja scientists that can graft dead ninjas' cells into yours.
Shut up.
Yeah. So Orochimaru, maybe you've heard of this,
Mm-hmm.
the horny snake man. He has that kind of medical ninjutsu where he can transform into a giant snake.
Mm-hmm.
He can implant his cells in another living being to be resurrected later. So he's basically immortal. So there are characters like that. It is wild. Naruto's wild. It's great. Fourth grade Ninja War is the shit. Somebody tell me otherwise.
I can't. One day I might be able to.
One day. Wink. Believe it.
But you got to believe that. Quick cut. Go. Was there anything else on that death scene of just Goku in pain?
No, it felt like we had to see Yamcha do something, and that's what we got. That's it.
Yeah.
It's so wild how they're depicting this. It's like he's been having a heart attack for hours.
I mean, you can, but like
That's true. I shouldn't say that like it's impossible.
But the way it's he's pulling a George Jefferson for like hours.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so you're saying this is just to get ratings? Is that what you're saying?
But we have Baby Trunks getting scared of Vegeta. Bulma's saying it's because of his scary face. And Vegeta, he just wants those deets. He wants the address. Where's this lab? And Bulma reveals that it is up north, Metro North, around yonder, those parts.
Yeah, in a cave north of North City or something like that.
With limited supplies. And I think Vegeta starts getting this plan of like, okay, boys, here's what. Look, we can beat him to this cave. You haven't seen him fly, have you? He's on foot. He's trying to avoid us. If we fly there, we'll be able to get to that cave before he does. And then Piccolo is like, then we can stop the androids before they get activated, right? Great plan.
Nice work, Vegeta. Great plan.
What? No! I want to be first in line to fight their asses. I'm not deactivating them.
All I heard was you want to be first in line to hit the button to turn them off for good. I like that, Vegeta. Nice.
No, the only way I'm turning them off is after I turn them on. And then the off switch becomes lefty and righty.
That's right. In Dr. Gero's labs, notoriously on and off switches go left and right. Vegeta, I knew you were a fighting genius, not a technical one. Bulma must be rubbing off on you.
Yeah, that's a great plan, Vegeta. Turn off the androids first. Never fight them ever.
And Krillin's got the right idea. Last thing I'll say, no one fall in love with the android.
I don't know if you heard, Piccolo, but one of them's a female type, which happens to also be my type.
Whatever. You're all humans. None of you are my type. I'm into guys that look exactly like me, that sound exactly like me, and who are already inside me.
Hey, Piccolo, thanks for standing up for me, Nail.
Thanks. Yeah, I got you, boo.
Even even after all these, I'm gonna say 4 years total, still going strong.
Hey, if it ain't broke, I love you.
Love you too. I hope we never add a third. Like, if just promise me, much like people need to promise not to fall in love with androids. Promise me that you won't, I don't know, get back together with your ex and we become some weird throuple.
I promise never to turn my insides into a multi-generational home. You got it.
Not that throuple was weird, but it would be weird for me. To clarify.
Green Man, are you done talking to yourself?
Stop making out with your insides.
He's just sucking on his hand.
Oh.
Thanks. How did Dr. Gero know I liked it like this? Oh, you got one more? I didn't want to step on it.
Don't worry, Piccolo. I knew you weren't cheating on me when he had his hand on your mouth. I forgive you, baby.
That's why we work.
Communication. This, because there's look, folks. There's not a lot of meat on these bones for this episode. It is just a bunch of people talking.
Yeah, and some of that talking is a bit revealing. I.e., Vegeta's like, "No, I'm not going to destroy them beforehand. Why would I do that? I'd rather fight them as I am. I'm a Super Saiyan now. I'm even stronger than Kakarot, so they can't pose any threat to me whatsoever." Trunks tries to stop him. He's like, "No, you don't understand. Don't underestimate the androids." Vegeta's like, "Whatever," flies off. Trunks is like, "I've seen what they can really do, and I won't let my father die again." And then flies off after Vegeta very quickly. This is overheard by Bulma, who said, "Did he just say father?" Then Piccolo has to explain to her that Trunks is from the future. He's the son. He's the baby that you're holding in your arms. Isn't that wild? And Bulma's response in mine is like, "Oh, well, at least I know he'll be handsome. I was afraid you were going to look like your father."
You're the one that fucked him. What the?
Yeah. That's why they're perfect for each other. She's negging him after they already conceived.
Not even there. In mine, it's a little different. It's not that she was worried he was going to be an Uggo. She was like, "Oh, good. You turned out to be a good guy, because I was worried you were going to be a bad guy because you had that mean face." And then they give a little.
They do show the baby's mean ass face.
Yeah, just grumpy cat and.
It's those Vegeta eyebrows.
Mm-hmm. Just nothing's good enough.
Mm-hmm.
But it's in mine. When Piccolo's like spilling the beans about all this, Krillin's freaking out by this news. But I'm just like, guys, who'd you think it was? He's from the future.
His name is Trunks.
There's a Capsule Corp shirt. He looks just like that baby.
Mm-hmm. He's got the same face as the baby.
Bulma, didn't you think when you had this baby, you're like, why has he got this weird hair like that kid from the future?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm glad everyone's on the same page now. We can just
finally
go on.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, you said go on, and I was like, wait, is Gohan there? Yeah, Gohan is there. So Gohan does have the same information. But as they are coming up with their plan, Piccolo's like, hey, Gohan, we probably won't need you if we make it to the lab first. So why don't you take Bulma, the baby, take them home? Gohan's like, okay, sure. Yajirobe's like, what about me? Ugh.
Room for one more?
Mm-hmm.
Just leave the baby. We'll get him later.
He won't go anywhere.
Yeah. Can he crawl?
Can he fly?
Can Oh, I hope he can't fly. Oh, that'd be embarrassing.
Then I'd have to learn. Ugh, and I hate learning.
Yeah, Jerobi, it's me, Korin. Meow, meow.
Korin, hey.
I felt like no one's heard from me in a while. I better peek my little kitty cat head in and see. Did you deliver those beans? Why aren't you back yet?
They blew up my car, and they blew up my other car that I was riding in. And they're android. It's crazy down here, man.
I mean, I'm kind of getting it. A sense of it. Multiple androids.
Mm-hmm.
Weird, like father-son time travel soap opera bullshit.
Yup.
Krillin's got that look like he wants to betray all of his friends for a cute face.
Don't act like you don't know. You threw me under the bus for that blue-haired fox.
I mean, she rubbed my chin, and you never do.
Well, you never made me kitty cat stir fry before.
That's right, my special kitty cat stir fry. I put several of my hairs in it.
For just once, I would like a meal with your hair in it.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's bonding.
I mean, I need to keep you from watching My Hero Academia.
I want your powers, cat.
Okay, now we're getting to the speaking of hair, getting to the root of it.
Oh, I don't want your powers of puns. You can keep that.
Would you say it's follicle-see to desire such things?
You know what? I might ask you to put a lid on your jar and hang up. If you're gonna keep this up.
Like, oh, you really got me by the short and curlies.
All right. That's it. I'm taking out my sword. I'm committing seppuku.
What? This
I can't. Yeah,
this
I
can't
can't take
bad
it anymore.
Improv.
Yeah, absolutely. I need to get out of the scene ASAP.
Okay, somebody's got to run in front of us real quick, or it's going to end badly.
Was that the android?
Gero, Dr. Gero.
Gotta go. Shing.
All right, love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye. Thanks for checking in.
Of course. Be home soon.
And
see. Korin's got to be worrying sick.
He's got to be watching him on those jars. Absolutely.
When he got blowed up?
Mm-hmm.
But when he knows he's okay, it's like a little laugh. Like,
he's like, look at him covered in rocks.
So we get a little time with, speaking of, we get a little time with Dr. Gero. He senses the boys. He goes to duck. Vegeta passes by. Whew. Then Trunks passes by, and he's like, they're going in the same direction I am. They don't know where I live. Unless someone told them. And he's like, wait a minute, Bulma. I think he calls her the first daughter of the Breeze family.
Which I guess is true. That's technically true. But yeah, what stuck out to me in this sequence was like Dr. Gero's like thought bubble. Mm-hmm. The plane that Bulma's flying in is like drawn in crayon.
Yeah. Did your brain get different from being an android?
Or is that the last piece of his humanity?
His inner child.
The Z fighters can't stand up to my drawing ability. They'll never understand my schematics.
Each one of these is up on the fridge. How will they know which one is the true blueprint?
It's all just stick figures.
It's just stick figure blonde hair, stick figure black hair.
Mm-hmm.
Krillin's looking at it, freaking out.
Just sweating. Oh, that's what she looks like, huh?
Those lines.
All those lines.
Ugh. It's between her and hand turkey.
Oh. Krillin, don't.
Please just
Oh, Krillin. He's still higher up on the pecking order than Yamcha. That's our boy.
Yep. Correct.
I found this like kind of sequence where Dr. Gero's like putting 2 and 2 together of who Bulma is pretty interesting, because he's like, there are only a few scientists in the whole world who know where my lab is. And then that's how he gets to Dr. Briefs. And he's like, but they don't know my exact address, so I'm fine. It's like, it's impossible to get DoorDash around here, but I like the privacy.
Mm-hmm. I think we talked about this, where I was a pizza delivery man for a very short window of time for a certain pizza company. Started with a D, ended in Domino's. And in my little hometown in Georgia, we had the widest delivery range of any delivery place, which meant that sometimes the address was go down this road, second left, first house on right.
Wow.
Pre-GPS.
Oh, so you got the MapQuest printouts?
No, you kind of just had to know shit. You looked at a map before you left and hope for the best, and also just you're again small town, so you have a general idea of where things are from just living there for your first like 20 years of your life.
But still, like,
not fun.
One of my least favorite things I found out, like, in the same vein, like you said, the Domino's or the pizza place that you worked at. Domino's is the game that I like to play, but the pizza place that you worked at had like the widest delivery range. Like I
3 counties.
Like that's crazy. That's insane. And I guess it's probably changed by now. There's probably 1 or 2 more Domino's locations nearby. But there was like a time where, there was just, and it drives me wild that we live that way. Can you imagine? But like there are like small towns and places throughout the country that are like that. Just America's huge, stupid big. We need more trains. Joe, where's my trains?
It's gigantic.
Give us maglev trains, Joe. We talked about it earlier in this episode. We hinted at it. Now I'm just telling you outright.
Less cars in the city. More trains for this kitty.
Meow. Trunks is hot on Vegeta's tail, I think, at this point. They're flying. Vegeta's like, oh, you think you can keep up? Try it. He jets off. Trunks goes Super Saiyan. And then Vegeta has this quick internal monologue. He's like, amazing. A Super Saiyan at his age. Well, I guess he is my son.
That's right. I knew from the very beginning.
Hold my beer.
Why do you think I got with Bulma in the first place?
I made sure you existed. How does that feel?
It was touch and go there for a minute.
And then it was touch and go all the way.
I'll touch, I'll go.
These Earth customs of mating are strange.
I tried to give her the head of my enemies. She said, how about chocolates?
And I said, chocolates? What are these?
What planet are they from that I can destroy?
You want me to destroy Planet Chocolate? Easy. He does it from Earth.
Yeah. Sorry, best I could do was Werther's Original, the planet of Werther's Original.
The planet of Werther's Original. All those creepy aliens gone.
Just they're all geriatric.
It's a retirement planet.
A planet of Benjamin Buttons.
It's terrifying.
A bunch of Brad Pitts running around. Ew.
And then for like a weird amount of time, there are like embryos just rolling around on the ground.
There. Oh, I lost my track. Okay, yeah. So Vegeta, he knows. He's like, "Yep, that's my boy." We joke about it, but I am curious when he knew, and if that was the impetus for like, I gotta get this kid born.
I don't think it was like. I feel like it was in one of the previous episodes. Because I think it was when Trunks shows up in the last episode. Am I getting that right?
No, okay, you're right. Because he screams. Because Piccolo says Trunks. You're right.
And he's like, Trunks. That's my son's name.
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Wait, I think we already did a bit about this.
Yeah, we did.
It's a late night record. We're very tired.
Yeah, you haven't accidentally picked last week's episode.
Yeah. No, yeah, we're kind of in a time loop now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think the last thing is that Gohan trying to carry Bulma and Yajirobe and a baby is very funny.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the last scenes is Bulma yelling at Yajirobe to, okay, I think it's time for you to get out and start walking. And then his reply is just stuff it.
Oh,
just a simple stuff it.
That's a good retort. I should use that more often. Mine is fat shamey because Bulma is like, why don't you lose some weight? You're weighing us down. Yajirobe's like, no. So do you.
The baby's fat.
Maybe the baby needs to lose some weight.
Look at those chubby legs.
Look at those cute little ankles.
Look,
full of fat.
Look, do I just want to eat them up? Of course. I mean, it has been a minute. I haven't had a bean in hours.
Yajirobe, don't do it.
But wait, did we make a joke about me eating a baby last week too? Are we just?
You know what? You know what? Probably.
We're just should we get out? Oh, sorry, I'm copying your voice. Should we get out of here?
I think so. I'm hanging up the jaw.
All right, love you, bye.
Love you, meow.
Oh, he said meow. Okay, yeah. Let's get out of here before we keep repeating jokes.
Yeah, basically the end of the episode, the race is on. Everybody's trying to get to that cave. Nobody knows exactly where it is. Nobody knows exactly how powerful these androids are. Will Goku's heart literally explode in Yamcha's face? Is Chi-Chi sick? Is Chi-Chi sick of this weirdo with scars on his face hanging out in her house?
Yeah, she's probably like half the time, aside from crying, she's probably like, "You can go. I think they need you."
No, Oh wow, that almost sounded like a Yajirobe.
I'm infectious. A mimetic disease.
No, I gotta stay with Goku. He's my friend.
It's funny because
he dies.
He never mentions you. He never mentioned. No, Chi-Chi would say it way meaner. Hold on, take two. He never mentions you. Here's who he mentions: food, Bulma, Piccolo, Vegeta, mainly
Yamcha?
Vegeta.
Please say Yamcha. Not
Hold
even
on.
like. Oh, okay.
Hold on, let me check my man board. All the men I know. You're not on here. Yamcha?
It's Yamcha.
Do you have a title or something? Maybe I can cross index.
I was the desert bandit.
Mm-hmm. No.
Then I
there.
became a baseball star.
Let's see. I have the weird pervert that I shot with my head fin at one time when I was a kid. That's not you, is it?
No.
I think if I'm remembering my memories correctly, I think there was a bit where you did try someone who looked like you, less scars, tried to smooch me up, maybe.
Would you accept that I was maybe doing that to get close to Goku? Is that cool?
I honestly don't know anymore. What I'm saying is that you're not on my man board.
And all I'm saying is no.
Again, I think they need you back out there to help fight whatever thing you're fighting. Goku's fine. Look at him. Yeah, he's just making Arnold Schwarzenegger noises. It's fine.
So he's the Goku-nator now?
Ooh, can I put that on my man board?
And see.
Thank you all for listening in on this late night chat.
Oh yeah.
About this very talky episode of Dragon Ball. We really do appreciate it. If you want to reach out to us, maybe you have some KHP research, maybe you have a 1-minute roundup, maybe you just want to say, hey, you can do that too.
Yeah.
Just one word. So in the subject line, hey.
We'll take it.
Body empty. This email contains no message. We'll read it.
I'm gonna be sitting up at night waiting for these to come into the inbox. Don't be shy. Just say hey.
If you want, you can do that by writing to kamehousepartypod@gmail.com. We're on a bunch of social media, mainly over on Twitter and Instagram. You can reach out to us there. We do have a Patreon, patreon.com/kamehouseparty. If you want to support the show financially, that's the best way to do it. $3 and up, you get a one-time shout out on the podcast. You also get access to all of our old bonus content that's still living over there on the Patreon. I think about 2 years worth of stuff. What else we do? We're part of the Moonshot Network.
That's right.
We love being a part of them. Go to Moon. I think the website's changing at some point. Hold on.
Just Google Moonshot Podcast Network and you'll find them.
There you go.
Moonshotpods.com. You can give that a try. I'm sure the domain will take you to where you need to go.
If you like our show, you're going to find something you like over there.
Yeah. And if you like the two of us, we also do some streaming every week, every Wednesday, KHP Live. I do a Saturday stream. Saturdays are back. And yeah, so playing a bunch of games and having a bunch of fun, plain and simple. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. To all things Kame House Party, but rate, review the podcast. It helps people find it. Tell your friends about the podcast, and you know how we got to end this thing. Whether you are, whether you're a prideful papa, or you're a Namekian Nana, you gotta keep
fighting a good
Kame House Party.